Chat. It all right now? Okay.
Might I be of service?
You buy multiple. Well, really, I can buy two of the mods. I mean, getting it is more difficult. I'll figure it out later. Anything else on me that I need to do? Alright.
Might I be of service?
Get anything from selling stuff like this? Not really.
Sneaky, sneaky. We're okay on Stimpaks.
If you know what the word proletariat
Medic
means,
supplies
do you know
adequate.
what that makes you? Well,
Time to fight.
Shit. Oh shit.
Have a Stimpak. Was that all?
Nice.
Bad guys dealt with.
Second floor. Searches. Flying system.
X-42, attack in the name of Mobius!
Right. Let's argue. Choose a summon at once. Got it. Yes.
Defiant to the end! This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit violence on you.
Time to fight.
This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit violence on you.
That's all.
Everything else. Up there. Right.
This one looks pretty tough.
No shit, Sherlock.
An intruder is here. I'm certain of it.
Bad guys dealt with.
Right. Okay. Right. Right. Nice. Let's try, baby.
This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit violence on you. You can't avoid the deadly laser sting of Dr. Mobius! Crush them with your pincers!
Right. Make sure I have to go down there.
Crush them with your pincers! X-42, attack in the name of Mobius!
Right. Here. Sure. Nice. Nice. Where's the main power switch? Right. Did I miss this place? Yep, I did. Just find it then.
Ready, steady, fighty.
Looking for a weak spot? Looking for a weak spot? There are no weak spots!
Yeah, sure, I'll take all of it. Which one's better? This one's better. Right. Oh, I forgot. Should probably eat something. Or... Alright, mine doesn't work for me anymore. Yep, here we go. Let's meet the mob as it is.
Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing, you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. Flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thanks. I'll save it. Don't want to mix it with alcohol if I can help with it.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
You aren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Just curious about something.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Or maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
You seem aggressive. I broadcast threats to the think tank.
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Scared about some things.
I find things curious as well. Go on.
Tell me about your robo-scorpions.
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data drained Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
Wait, sounds like you bought the robo-scorpions as your threat to keep the think tank occupied.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do.
Everything you've told me doesn't add up. Your plan, even your name.
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that. Like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
You reprogrammed their names as part of the recursion loop, to trap the processors.
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap.
Okay, so it's trying to prevent the flow of information, so...
The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan 9s in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. They're probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here.
Okay, keep going on here, the rest of this.
Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional.
Lobotomize them, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host.
There were other visitors, so why am I different?
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micromagnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts.
The only wrinkle is the one that bullet made going into my brain span.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats in just you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation...
So... do you know anything about the other visitors?
Not much, except they contaminated Big Mountain and installed new ideas in the think tank. One caused a great deal of infrastructure damage with his brain and smartiness, but the last one was the most dangerous.
What do you mean?
The first one, the ruthless one who smashed up our toy trains, asked for weapons, power, items he could use to The other asked a different question, and with it got the... He spoke to the think tank to climb, showed them the flag of the old world. They shared things with him that they shouldn't.
You set your threats and loop to keep it occupied.
Yes, I certainly wouldn't loop it on purpose. Purpose. I am far... Yeah.
It's still my brain.
Oh, a variety of reasons. You're something of a homily. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in.
Was that a problem?
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a even if I forget them occasionally. Although...
Right. Here we go. Goodbye.
Indeed.
Right. Sure.
I do so love integers.
Are you feeling what?
who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been? Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
Where's my brain sounds so masculine?
Ah, well, as to that, you'd be surprised how hard a feminine-sounding voice modulator is to find in the Forbidden Zone. It's not as though brain-sustaining life support tanks grow on trees. I had to take what I could get.
In my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
No need to be spastic. Meaning your own brain's odd event.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
Tank isn't looking springtime fresh.
Well, that's a completely different matter. The tank isn't biological, it's not the same at all.
Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
What's your result though? You're my brain.
I most certainly am not. I'm the seat of all reason and logic in our little partnership. All those feelings that motivate you, that sense of righteousness and that rush you get when you help someone, do you know where those come from? Glands. They come from glands. Free of the tyranny of your ape-like and primitive endocrine system, I can see how foolish your motives are.
But you're the source of most of these glands, unless you're arguing that my brother was to blame.
Well, look, it's all a very complex system of biofeedback and other things I wouldn't expect you to understand.
Admit it, it's just as glandular as I am.
Oh, all right. Perhaps I am, but at least I'm logical about it.
Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back in my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
What about the good things? What about a cool breeze on the cheek, the smell of food, love?
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Isn't it just as true that you only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
So we're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel, I can't think what the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
I think we have to trust each other and acknowledge that we aren't complete if we are separated.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
Maybe I've been a little unfair. If you want to stay here, I'll let you.
It's not that I didn't like being in your head, you understand. As far as heads go, it was a rather nice one. Well then, I suppose this is...
Well, what do you think about this?
Ha! Thinking without a brain. The very idea is perverse.
How'd they get a hold of my brain anyway?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How'd he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
Seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Would that answer that with something else?
Well, as long as your curiosity is satisfied.
I'll be back later.
Barring the unlikely event that I evolve some sort of rocket-propelled locomotion, I will be here.
Attached to the Meson. Meson's connected to the...
Journey. Same place where I can sleep.
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
No place to sleep around here. Right.
Calculations.
Wait, get back here.
I'm having the most...
Yeah, I'll come back later. Just give me a sec. I need to sleep. Damn it, crash again. Well, guess this will be it for now. Tomorrow should be a finale. Well, just be on the stream. Hopefully you upload alright.